welcome back to my channel. I'm Liv. Thanks for joining me today. This is going to be a chatty video, so if that sounds good to you, let's hang out for a bit. This is going to be about 2025. I'm going to link my video where I talked about what my plan was, and now we're going to talk about what actually happened. So first, I'm going to start with the planner because we're just going to start there. So my original plan was to just use a B6 Slim bullet journal and have everything all in one book. I don't disagree with that plan still, but I ended up buying a Kinbor Weeks just because I saw someone on YouTube using it. And when I went to AliExpress and added it to my cart, this was only $3.46. So I really couldn't resist. I couldn't resist that. And I've used the Hobonichi Weeks. This is a Hobonichi Weeks dupe. I've used that before, the Hobonichi Weeks. I used it for 2 years prior to last year, so 2022 and 2023. It's an excellent dupe, I gotta say. Like, the things that I really like about it are that it doesn't have the big quote at the bottom, so you get maximum space. It's white paper, and I also really like this paper. I've heard rumors that it's TRP. I don't know for certain, but I like it, whatever it is. And so, yeah, I'll do a little flip through for you. I like to flip through my planners and my notebooks. So I put stuff in here that I want to see or that makes me happy and that I like. My word of the year is unattached. Everything in here, well, most everything is either from a magazine, Pinterest, or I made on Canva. I like this yearly spread, that it's bigger. You have more space to track things if you need to. So far I'm using it to write down drawing, where my daughter and I have been drawing cartoons. And then to the monthlies, that's January. I do really like these monthlies. The size of them I think is perfect. It's just enough space. I could write more here if I needed to. I just did some lettering on the side. My daughter and I are joking and saying it's the year of the banana. But we whisper it to each other so it sounds more mystical. Year of the banana. Otherwise, I decorated with these little Hita Girl stickers. My monthlies I like to set them up in advance. So this is like birthdays, anniversaries, doctor's appointments, when bills are due, like Prime. Prime always comes out of nowhere. So I like to write it down so I can expect it. I also wrote down the holidays because this is a Chinese planner, so they didn't have any of the American holidays in there. Well, maybe they do. I can't read Chinese, so perhaps. Like, Thanksgiving is red. Oh, no, that's not Thanksgiving. Just kidding. And this is just a post-it that I do in December for the following year. And, yeah, then they also have this spread, which I think... Well, I don't know. We're not going to even talk about that. I'm going to just show you what I have going on so far, and then I'll talk about what's going on. So these layouts, the first 4 weeks, are heavily inspired by TJ Santa Anna. I'll link one of his videos below. He's a graphic artist, I think, and he did this like grid spread in here. This is the exact, I think this is his exact one. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, notes, and then this is like important date specific things. I liked this one better. I waited until actually the first to move in here, and I liked this amount of space. I thought this was a nice amount of space for me. This one I feel like is too smooshed. Like on Sunday I had no room to write any notes about Sunday. I just had like a big to-do list. It's not my favorite. I gave it another shot though, because I was like, you know, maybe I do think that you need to give stuff time. And I know that part of how I'm feeling right now is just that I'm still kind of getting used to this planner. I think all of us feel that way. It's like the new planner blues, right? It's like you're so excited to move into the new thing, but your old planner was so broken in and exactly how you wanted it to be. And then you're moving into something that's alien. So yeah, it's not, I like this spread better. I made the boxes bigger, so this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then I split Saturday and Sunday. But then, yeah, I don't have really room to write stuff on the weekends because this calendar's in the way. So, yeah. So I tried a different spread this week. Similar sidebar, but then I just did tasks here, and then I just decided to split up this side. Let me see. I'm going to draw my line over again. I thought this would be better because then I'd have more space over there. I still don't really like this. This feels disconnected from here. I just don't really like it. So, okay, I'll show you the rest of what's in here, though, just because. I've been using my Lamy Safari with Pilot Iroshizuku Sayuro ink. And then the notes section, it comes with 80 pages of notes. So I just wrote some like yoga stuff in here that I want to have nearby. My goals for 2025, January expenses, projects for the year that I want to get to, and then cleaning routine. If you watched my flip through of my last planner, this has already gotten further than my cleaning routine of last year. It's still a work in progress. I was telling my husband about it earlier. It's like, once I get into a really good cleaning routine, then I start to get really bored. And I just feel like I'm just doing the same stuff over and over, over and over again. So that's still kind of a work in progress. Book log, I loved this last year, and I'm going to carry this on. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do a book log channel too, because these were like notes from a video that I watched. And I think that's pretty much it. I have some notes just back here. Okay, so yeah, I've been experiencing planner unrest, guys. That's pretty much it for this. That's all that's going on in here. My affirmations, I'm doing the same thing. I'm writing in a separate notebook. This, I also don't love this situation. Like, it doesn't fit back here because it's the same size. I did not think about that at all when I was putting this together. So I think I'm going to have to either trim this down. It's just been living behind my notebook. This is actually fine. I don't need it to be different than this. The issue that I'm experiencing is that I feel, like I said, I never really abandoned the idea of an all-in-one book. So I guess we'll talk about this first too. Sorry, that's going to be all over the place because I'm still kind of trying to work out how I want this to go. So this is the B6 Slim Nanami Cafe Note. It's in one of their covers. This is a quote that I just love from a book I read last year. Sit on your donkey and continue to hold your head high. I have this front covered, excuse me. I have this part decorated as well. Yeah, again, unattached. These are freebies from Plan with Bee. This is my health log tracker. So this is a big part of the problem that I'm having right now. Is that because I set this up first, and this was going to be the planner, right? I set everything up in here. And so this is all in my journal, which I don't carry around the house with me, and I don't really want to carry another book around the house with me. So it has my health tracker in here, which is going fine. A lot of weird health stuff going on. I got a really bad cold, and I lost my sense of smell and taste completely for a week. That was very weird. And I'm also having eczema issues as well, so fun stuff. And then my daughter's health tracker, she's been relatively healthy the last few weeks back at school, thankfully. Thank God. And then my exercise tracker, which I didn't work out at all last week. So all of these things are in here. And also my budget. I won't show you a filled out one, but this is what, I'm not going to show that one. This is what it looks like. It's just a column, and then I'll do, you know, my budget. I don't need to explain how my budget goes. So that's what's been in here. And then in the actual, I think I can flip through here without giving anything away, anything too personal. My monthly review with a piece of vellum. I just did the same thing as last year. This one's got a sticky that holds it down. Gratitude, and then my journal. I've been loving this. This is like fantastic. I love the size. I love the grid size. I love the paper's even not that bad. This is the new TRP again, and it's been fine. I've been journaling really regularly, pretty much every day. I think pretty much every day. I don't think I've skipped a day since the year started. Some notes about the book. My daughter and I were doing a drawing challenge. Like I said, we're drawing cartoon characters, but also Tamagotchis because she loves Tamagotchis. So yeah, I love this. And I'm actually really excited to come into this planner. I think there's some personal stuff over here, so I'm not going to show all of this stuff. But yeah, I've decorated with some pages. Can you see this golden? Yeah, it does. I need to figure out how to use this better. This is like golden watercolors. They're very pretty, but it just looks like golden smears on the page. This one too, I mean, kind of blanked out. But this is how I decorate for coming up stuff. And then February is in here as well. So that's as far as I've set up. And then, yeah, in the back I have my budget and contacts. So the issue that I'm having, I guess, is that all of those trackers are in here. And so, like, in the morning when before we take my daughter to school, I have like 10 minutes usually to sit and I do my affirmations, and then I'll log things in my planner. So like if I worked out, if my daughter's sick, if I'm sick, anything that I think is pertinent, I would just log in there. But now it's not in there, it's in here, and this is what I have out in the living room with me. And I know all these things are like, I could just get the book and bring it out there with me, I know. But there's something about, I guess it's that I never gave up the idea of it being all in one. I never really moved away from that idea. It's just that I bought another planner and then felt like I should use this planner because I have it. And I do like it. I don't want to like make it sound like there's anything wrong with the Kinbor Weeks. Oh, just a little tip. If you are feeling kind of like weird about your brand new journal, paint some of the pages with water, and that gives it a fluffed up and crinkly feel. Like, I don't know if you can tell from this side. Yeah, you see how everything's kind of wrinkled already? Just water wash on some of the pages. Oops. Dropping stuff behind me. So where I'm at right now, I've been feeling like this for a couple of weeks, like I said, but again, it feels really weird because I don't really feel like I don't like this planner. I do like it, and I think it's adorable. Like I really like how I've set it up, and the months I think are cute. Like I like it. I just don't feel like this format is what I'm going for right now. It just feels a little, I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it, really. It's just not working for me right now. And then I feel a little guilty. Then I think of Monique. Monique is always like, don't feel bad, it's just paper. And Monique, you make me feel like I can just, just move on. I don't totally want to move on, though. You know what I mean? And I also don't want to keep up 2 planners. That's also, I'm not really into that personally. That feels like too much to handle for me. But so as far as the way I'm looking at it right now is that I have 2 options. Well, there's infinite options, right? But the ones that I'm thinking about are 2. One is that I take all of this tracking information and just move it into this. It wouldn't take up a whole lot of pages. It would be okay. And then everything that I need to track would just be in here with me. And then I could just do something else with these pages. I could cover them up with other paper, or who knows? I could do whatever. I could just leave it. It doesn't really matter that much to me that I wasted, I don't know. We'll see. That's a possibility, okay? So I could transfer all this stuff into here and then just continue using this as just my journal. The other option, so the downside to that, I guess, would be that I have to redo some of the things, and then pages in here would be wasted, right? The other option that I'm more prone to at this moment is to try and do a few weeks in here and see how it goes. Because I don't really have to transfer anything from here into here. This just has, yeah, there's no like tracking information that would be pertinent that I need to transfer over. The downside to that is that this doesn't have a proper calendar in it. It does have this, but I'm not using it as a calendar. This is my tracker. So I originally made this little pocket. This was like extra paper I had from my journal last year. And I just made this tiny little pocket planner. I don't know, pocket calendar. I guess that would be a better way to put it. So I did already go through and update it because I kind of abandoned this pretty early. So I went through and updated it, and I'm like, I guess it could work. There isn't that much space though, which is fine. Like, I don't have a lot of things going on, but I don't know. Like this February, what's this month? It just doesn't feel as organized as like this, you know? This just feels much more organized. So, yeah. So that's a possibility for that. The other possibility is that I also purchased this sometime last year. What the heck? Oh, I think I sprayed my perfume too close to it. This is a Peter Popper Press 2-year pocket planner, so 2025 and 2026. This is a much nicer, it's a bigger calendar spread. It's not really big, but it's bigger than this, right? But it's smaller than the Kinbor. Is it much smaller? It's not that much smaller, huh? It's shorter, a shorter box, but it's about as wide. So this could also potentially work, but it's thicker. Since it's 2 years. It's not super thick though. It's not as thick as those Walmart ones, but you know, it would work. But then I would also be carrying affirmation notebook as well to keep my affirmations in there. And then this turns into kind of a fat, it's actually not that bad though. That's kind of nice. But as the year progresses, that's going to start to feel like a lot. Okay, the other con to putting everything in here is that I don't think I will make it through the year. When I decided to do this last year, I wasn't really journaling that much. And that was part of why I wanted to do everything all in one, because I thought, oh, if I'm planning already in my journals there, then I will be more likely to use my journal. But now I'm not having that problem. Like in October, I started journaling much more often. So now I'm doing like a page a day. So I'm already, even though just leaving it exactly like this, I'm already in danger of going all the way through this book before the year's over. And then I'm going to have the same thing with the trackers. It's like, I'm not going to want to copy this. If I have to switch books in like September, I'm not going to want to copy all my trackers into a new book. I guess I could take out a signature or two and just rebind these. That's the middle of the signature. Okay, so another option, which also is kind of a lot of work, is to put all of the trackers in a different book. Like if I put all of my trackers in, but this would run out too. So I don't know, I'm kind of having, I'm not exactly sure what direction we're going in here. Like I said, I'm going to experiment, I guess, and I'm going to just put a couple weeks in here. And I'm just going to start at the next earliest page. And then to keep the Kinbor alive still, because I don't really want to abandon it completely, I will use this for gratitude instead of drawing it in my journal. By the way, I don't mind having this kind of problem. Like, there's so much stuff going on in the world right now this is a problem that I can solve and that I have control over. And so this is a totally almost an enjoyable problem to have, right? Like it's not bad at all. So I'm not really that stressed about it. I enjoy thinking about it and thinking how I'm going to work through something like this. There's always an answer. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. Like I said, I have decided now. I'm gonna switch to this. We're gonna be in the B6 Slim for the month of February. We'll try it and see what happens. Because at the end of the, like I said, at the end of the day, I'm very excited to come into my journal. I don't feel that excited about the Kinbor Weeks, but there's also something I can't quite just let go of the Kinbor Weeks either. Because it's just so cute and compact. Like, just holding it in my hands, I really like it. But the weeks aren't really working for me. So, yeah, I don't know. There's still other layouts I could try in there that might be better, but I'm just not sure. So that's what's going on over here. Still considering what the best way is, and I'm not sure. We'll have to think about it some more. So I will be back hopefully soon, probably tomorrow or Sunday, to do a plan with me in the B6 Slim, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see. So let me know how your 2025 is going so far. Are you doing what you planned on doing? How has it changed so far this year? I would love to hear it. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon.